So Canon just released a new software a week and a half ago called EOS Webcam Utility Beta. Now since it's in beta, it's not perfect. So today I'll show you guys how you can set up your Canon camera with EOS Webcam Utility Beta so that you can use your camera with video calls and more right now. Hey guys, welcome back to Learning Curve Tech, where I learn tech with you. Now, if you watched my last video, which is right up here if you want to check it out, you know that Canon just released a new software called Canon EOS Utility Beta, which is a bit of a mouthful. Since it's in beta, it's a little buggy and a little hard to set up. Chris Gonzalez asked, were you able to get the T6 to work at all with the webcam driver? I wasn't able to. Any suggestions? So here is how you can use the EOS Webcam Utility Beta without having to uninstall EOS Utility. Now before we jump in, let's define what the difference between EOS Webcam Utility Beta and EOS Utility is. EOS Utility is a driver that allows you to control your camera from your computer. EOS Webcam Utility, however, is more of a software that enables you to use your DSLR as a webcam in video calls. One of the main differences between EOS Webcam Utility Beta and EOS Utility is the quality. EOS Webcam Utility Beta doesn't have the best quality right now, while EOS Utility allows you to actually change your settings, and it also gives you the best quality. I'm sure this will change over time for EOS Webcam, but for now you don't have the ability to change your settings from your computer with EOS Webcam. I've heard a lot of people say that you should uninstall EOS Utility, but since you're probably going to want to keep EOS Utility as well as have EOS Webcam Utility, I have found a way that works for me. It may not work for everybody else, but so far it works for me, and I don't actually have to get rid of EOS Utility. I can still keep EOS Utility to be able to change my settings and then go over and use the EOS webcam for when I want to do video calls. First, head on over to Canon's website, which I'll link in the description below, to download the EOS Webcam Utility software. Then find your camera model and download the EOS Webcam Utility Beta driver. So once you've downloaded EOS Webcam Utility Beta, go ahead and open whatever kind of video capture software, screen recording software, video calling software, whatever kind of scenario you're going to use it in, and test it out. So right now I'm using OBS Studio, which if you don't know already, it is a free open source screen recording software. I'll link that in the description below as well. And you'll notice one thing, that it just says EOS Webcam Utility Beta. There is no image coming from my camera. So to fix this, all you have to do really is go down to your taskbar, then click on the Show Hidden Icons, then find EOS Utility, right click, and quit. That's all. It's as simple as that. Now you'll notice that the image is squished. So it's not a good image right now. So if you're going to change it, for me in OBS Studio, I had to stop recording. So that's what I'm going to do. So boom, it's fixed. So now the cropping, the aspect ratio, it's all a little bit different. It looks a lot better. You may have to play around with the settings, see what you can get out of it. And the audio also might not sound that good depending on what you're using, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my other audio. Boom, and there we are with our other audio. And now let's switch back over to EOS Utility. Ooh, something like that. I don't know, transition, go. So one of the problems with EOS Webcam Utility Beta is you have no way to change your settings while you're using it. If you did try to use the EOS Utility, you wouldn't be able to use EOS Webcam Utility. You have to use one or the other. You can't use both at the same time. So I would recommend learning how to use manual mode. And if you are intimidated by getting into manual mode, check out this video, which is all about how to get into manual mode really fast and really easy. Another thing that you can't do is you can't autofocus with your camera. My camera is the T6, so it doesn't work with mine. It may work with yours, but it really depends on what camera, what computer, what software you're using. It really might be different depending on who you are. So usually you don't have to uninstall EOS Utility. However, if this doesn't work for you, you may have to uninstall EOS Utility depending on your camera and your computer, like I said earlier. Canon will probably release a better version soon, so if you want to stay in the know and you also want to get more camera tips, tricks, and ideas, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified whenever new videos come out, and then watch one of these videos so that you can expand your knowledge of cameras and tech so you can be more creative. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time on Learning Curve Tech.